Hello, welcome along to episode 98 of Adventures in Pop. My name is Simon Jacobs and you are looking splendid. This is the third time I've said hello to you this week. I think this is a record for me with Adventures in Pop. I mean, occasionally I've missed weeks, but I've never managed to, get 3 videos into a single week. But that is partly because, I had a big rant in episode 96 about streaming services for Spotify. Go back and have a look at that. It's I think 18 minutes of me being very angry. Then we had yesterday the sad death of Burt Bacharach, which couldn't really go unmentioned. That would be very bad news indeed. I had to say something. And today I want to celebrate with you the new Goldhawk Foxes single called Doing Without Me. And it is the 8th, yes, count them, the 8th, rather marvellous track from Goldhawk Foxes. So, Goldhawk Foxes, now look, we wrote this actually quite some time ago and we've spent ages, slightly dithery, but just, kind of trying to make this song the best it could be and redoing bits and making sure that, the sound quality is really good and vocals up to scratch and all the rest of it. And I think we've got there. I'm quite happy with this. I think CJ is too. It's a good song. So finally we get to releasing it. I hope you like it too. I think the thing about the song, which is notable, okay, well, first of all, I think it's got a very nice kind of, melody. It's got a nice vibe, which I think is all the better because it's sort of, sort of sweet and melancholy all at the same time, which is a winner for me every time. I like something that's got a bit of, melancholy is always good for me. But maybe the most notable thing about this song is it's got some rather odd key changes, which I don't think are normal, whatever normal is. And I don't really remember ever having a conversation with CJ where we sat down and said, let's do some slightly odd key changes, because we start in E flat major, and somehow when we get to the chorus, and it's just the chorus that and a middle section as well, that comes on a little bit later, but it's basically the chorus and this middle 8 later in the song goes down to D flat major. Now that's quite odd. There isn't really a relationship between E flat major and D flat major, except through, I think, B flat major if B flat major becomes B flat minor. I mean, I'm getting a bit technical with you now, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to bore you. But what I'd like to do though is hand you over to the other me, who is going to just take you through some aspects of the song and let you hear what that change, what that kind of transition is like from a verse to chorus, chorus back to the verse, and hopefully you can kind of hear it going from E flat major to D flat major, which is one tone, 2 semitones down from where it is. That's a very odd thing to do. Normally you would go up for a chorus and you wouldn't necessarily pick an unrelated key. So don't know why we did that, but I'm here to say I think it works, and it makes the song that bit more, interesting, I suppose. Have a listen now, and I'll see you again in a second. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just isolate the lead vocal. Let's put in the bass as well, just for fun. And I'm going to play along. I've got a little plinky keyboard down here. Let's have a look at the keyboard, shall we? There's my plinky keyboard. So that I just want to demonstrate how we kind of move from the verse into the chorus back into the verse again. There's a middle 8 section as well, going from, as I've said, from E flat major to D flat major, which is not normal. It just sort of happened, and it happened a long time ago. It just became the fact. It just became what the song is, as I'm sure any of you who've written songs before where you think, how did I go from there to there? Why did I do that? it just becomes the song. So, you know, that's it. That's how it works. So have a listen to a little bit of CJ singing the verse, and we'll have a little bit of bass in there, and I'll just give you a little bit of chord from the plinky plonky keyboard here.
Tearing out my heart, should have told it from the start, then we wouldn't be apart now. Maybe you wouldn't be far, and I wouldn't have these scars I have now.
So the key is duh, so I wouldn't have the stars now. Okay, then when we get to the chorus, let's keep moving.
It's plain for all to see. I'm for you and you're for me. We got so much history, yeah. And you get all this love for free. So tell me, can you handle me?
Into the chorus. Here we go.
Tell me, can you see yourself doing without me? Loving you or yourself. Tell me,
So that's that is the D flat major of the chorus. As we come out of the chorus, you're going to hear this all properly in a moment or two. We have this going on. Let me just play this properly. It sounds a bit like this. I'm going to
just one
chance and I can make you give it up. We're back into E flat. With some very lovely guitars going on there. That's very nice, isn't it? So look, that's the secret of this song, is that those slightly odd chord changes, but they really work. So, you know, I think they're strange. I don't know how we came about doing them, and I love it all the more for having that slightly, you know, maybe illogical transpositions that many would not choose. Okay, I'm going to pass you back to the other Simon. All I want to do then now is to maybe just say a couple of things about the video. Now, look, in this video, we're rather building on the fun and excitement that we had in the previous video. So if you want to check out kind of where the embryo of this video comes from, start out maybe with the previous track, which is Never Gonna Fall in Love, where for the very first time, Goldhawk Foxes, that is CJ and me, are sitting here actually, you know, singing the song, doing the song. I mean, there is a bit of miming going on, but don't tell anyone. So that went quite well, and we rather enjoyed it. It was the first time, you know, I think anyone had got to see the pair of us, you know, on the screen at the same time. So we decided to take that one step further, and sadly, as you will see in this video for Doing Without Me, things got a little bit out of hand, and all I want to say is it all went a bit awry, and well, I'm right, and obviously CJ's not right, because, you know, he was trying to steal the limelight in the centre stage, and I wasn't having it. No. So you'll see, I'm afraid, look, I've got to apologise in advance, some very, very bad behaviour, and I don't want anyone to try this at home. So although I'm unable to say I'm sorry, because, you know, that's the modern way, isn't it? We don't say sorry, we just double down on it and say, well, it was definitely the other person's fault. It was a left-wing conspiracy. We say those things now, don't we? I think all I can say is it is a shameful lack of decorum that you will see in this video, and I apologise, not to CJ obviously, but to you, the viewer, who unfortunately has to watch this debacle. It is appalling. Anyway, enough of that. I would like to just leave you with the fabulous sound of Goldhawk Fox's 8th track, Doing Without Me, and I will look forward to seeing you again during next week, because next week rather excitingly, comes another single from Rothman and Jacobs, that well-known estate agent. Rothman and Jacobs are going to be releasing a very fun track next week called I Found You, and hang in there for that. Video yet to be made. Have a fantastic weekend. It's been lovely seeing you 3 times this week, and see you next week. Bye-bye.
It's tearing out my heart. Should have told you from the start, then we wouldn't be apart now. Maybe you wouldn't be far, and I wouldn't have these scars I have now. It's plain for all to see. I'm for you and you're for me. We got so much history, yeah. And you get all this love for free. So tell me, can you handle me? Tell me, can you see yourself doing without me, knowing you will be yourself? Tell me, can you see yourself doing without me, knowing you will be yourself? Just one chance and I can make you give it up. Doing without me. One more chance, I know you wanna give it up. Yeah. Doing without me. I know the time is gone to admit that I was wrong, but I'll say it in a song. How? Back when you and I were strong, we were having so much fun, you and I. You said it's our last goodbye. Said the stakes got way too high. Said you're fine doing without me. Talking tough and full of pride. With your kisses, can I hide what's inside? Tell me, can you see yourself doing without me, knowing you won't be yourself? Tell me, can you see yourself doing without me, knowing you won't be yourself? Tell me, can you see yourself doing without me, knowing you won't be yourself? Tell me, can you see yourself doing without me, knowing you won't be yourself? In the eye of the storm, I'll be keeping you warm, making you feel secure when I walk through the door. We don't talk, there's no need to lie, know how to proceed from my heart.